Well, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of 0 to 60. Sorry about the noise at the moment. I'm just recording this on my phone, but I thought I'd give you an update. We're getting somewhere with the wiring on the X5 trailer brakes. So in yesterday's episode, hopefully you've seen it, but we were having an issue where the trailer brakes were just activating randomly all the time. And I think what was causing it was the light bulb checks. Now, I've got this hooked in to white is actually the earth wire and red is the brake light signal going into the trailer brakes, and you can see on the multimeter that it continually pulses up to 7 volts. And if we hit the brake, actually I'll turn the ignition on and we'll hit the brake pedal and then we get 12, which is when you know it's actually properly braking. But yeah, the pulsing is what's causing my issues. A couple of guys did suggest coding out the bulb checks. I actually got Mark around last night and he has turned off every bulb check you can on this car and it's still doing it. So I don't know if it's some sort of safety for the brake system or if the ABS system is checking the brake pedal still there. Something weird like that, which I really wouldn't be surprised about, because obviously if the brake pedal's not working properly, the stability control won't work. So I don't think this is actually a brake light bulb issue. This is just some way that the BMW checks itself. Anyway, so I got that there. I did some more reading online last night, and everyone that installs trailer brakes into an E53, they say you must get the brake signal from the high stop light. Now you can get that from the light control module, which is over in the passenger side footwell. And I was tracing these wires back that the previous installer's obviously done. And we've got the, hopefully you can see it here, but all of the wires are going off that way. So he's not tapped it into the light control module because the light control module's over there. And I'm guessing he's just tapped it into the brake light switch, which is fair enough. It's what you would do on most vehicles, tap into the brake light switch for the brake light signal. But on this, it just caused a bit of a problem. So now if I can untap this, so we've still got our white earth connected there, and I'll pull the positive sensor out. I'll try and not short these out. And this wire here is the one coming from the taillight module. Now you can see there it is getting some voltage. That's 150 milliamps. But if I just touch the pedal, hang on, got to turn the car on again. This gets a bit difficult one-handed. So we're repositioned. I've got a spare hand. Now let's touch the brake pedal again. And there we go. So 11.9 volts. Now that is getting the reading from the high stop light. Now on these vehicles, the high stop light is the only factory light that was an LED. And it's the only factory light that doesn't have bulb monitoring. So even though we've turned all the bulb monitoring off, we are good to go. But yeah, being an LED, it just gets a nice signal. And that signal is more than adequate to trigger the brake controller. All right, so I'm going to rework this wiring a little bit, get it plugged in, and we'll do a test to see if we fixed it. Well, guys, I brought it around the front, so it's time to go and test drive it. And I also wanted to check if the brake controller actually actually goes to sleep, and it does. And it should come back on when we power the car up, or when it moves, maybe. We'll see. Maybe it's just broken. That would be my luck. There it is. Okay, she's on. So it does go to sleep. So at this point, what we've done, we've disconnected the original way that this was wired in, and it looks like he's just connected it to the brake light switch. We're now connected to the LED high stop light. Let's go and see what it does. Now, driving it around, I couldn't really test the brakes. I just sort of cruised down the hill, but I was keeping an eye on it. Something that is interesting, we have no trailer light warning errors at this point in time. So let's go and do a road test. PDC. I love PDC. Not. One good thing that's come from these trailer issues, it's given me a chance to learn how to reverse a trailer again. Right. Let's get that on there. Actually, I better put my seatbelt on. Okay. Let's go road test. Now I've got it set. I'm going to turn the boost off. And I think I've got it set to maximum, because I want to actually feel the brakes working. So let's cruise out. And yeah, you can see we're not getting the brakes turning on as we roll forwards. That is gnarly. That, oh man, makes you wonder how much of that was to do with the transmission failing. Because he only really used this car for towing, and if every time he's towing his trailer brakes are grabbing, that would have been hurting the transmission. Look at that. We are cooking with gas. Now, braking. That is amazing. I love that it's got a G sensor. So it's holding the brakes. That was quite good. Quite often, well, not quite often, when I used to have electronic trailer brakes, they would bind a little bit when you let them off. And that was actually quite smooth. You couldn't feel the trailer grabbing. Sharp corner, key the power steering. But yeah, let's keep watching it. We fixed something again. Isn't that a good feeling? I'm going to do a bit of a harder brake. Yeah, we're good. We are good. All right. Now, one other thing that I do want to do is just see if we can get them to lock up, because it was the lack of lockup yesterday that was sort of concerning me. Now, I haven't got the camera on the trailer, but what I'm going to do, let me just plonk it into neutral, and hopefully we've got enough light down here to see this. Oh, come on. So, brakes off, we're in neutral at the moment, and that gives us max braking power. So, actually I'll just show you. So I have it there, hopefully you can see that we're moving, and then I'll pull the brakes on. Oh, I got no G-force. Oh, I felt it. It's almost like it's got ABS or something. So when I first pull that emergency brake on, the car jolts and I can feel it stop, but then it's like the brake is let off. It's almost like there's a human controlling it, even though I'm just going maximum effort to brake. We'll accelerate. Ooh. Did that skid? I don't know if you guys heard it through the camera, but as I hit that manual brake button, it really jerked the trailer. We were probably doing about 30 kilometers an hour. I think it's working, but my old trailer brakes used to just lock up all the time. I'll try it here. I can see it. Oh, okay. I wonder if it's got like an ABS circuit in it or something weird like that. It does say in the manual that I should be able to lock the brakes up. It slows the car down. I haven't touched the car's brakes. And we've come to a stop, and I didn't touch a foot brake. Let them off, and we start rolling. Look, I think they're working perfectly. The way it slows the trailer down with no load on the back, it's not jerking the car around, we're not locking the brakes up. I can feel it slowing the trailer down. And all we've got to do is when we do actually have a heavier load on, we just run different boost level. So that's like maximum weight load, I guess. Oh God, that stopped the car really quickly. I wonder if that locked it up. Sorry, I'm learning about trailer brakes, modern trailer brakes here. Sorry if it's a bit of a weird video. Let's try the lockup again. Yeah, it's weird how they work. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. We fixed the trailer brake issue. And one thing that I wasn't expecting to happen, we're not getting trailer light warnings anymore. I wonder if that's because we coded out. We did try and code out all the bulb warnings, but when actually Mark was here for about an hour and a half trying to help me with the coding this issue out. Turns out it was a wiring problem. But he did disable a lot of hot and cold bulb checks, so I wonder if he's just disabled the one that was checking with the trailers, because I had a feeling it's a separate module, but yeah, we're not getting any bulb warnings now. I think I'm going to do a proper road test. All right. I'm going to do a proper road test. I'll let you know if something exciting happens. So we've done a good chunk of our normal test route that we do. That was a weird way to say route. Yeah, she all feels good. You can hear the trailer rattling around because it's empty. But yeah, no bulb warnings. The brakes aren't grabbing. It's slowing the trailer down nicely. Shifting nicely. This trailer does weigh about 950-ish kilos, so it's a fair bit of load for the car to be pulling. It's a good workout for the gearbox. I'm deliberately just running it in D mode, not sports. Just want to see what the gearbox does with this extra load on it. Everything seems okay. We're having a bit of a win. Alright, I'll see you when we get back to the house. Hey, I just thought I'd show this off. We're even using cruise control and towing the trailer. It's nice when things work. But cold AC, the gearbox is shifting perfectly. Oh, win. So we made it home. Trailer brakes are working perfectly. I've ended up setting it on boost 1, and that feels really, really good. We have no trailer light warnings. I know the trailer lights are working. You can see in there when I put the lights on. You might not be able to on the GoPro, but the side markers are on. Yeah, we're having a bit of a success. So, trailer side of the X5 is done. We do have another problem which I kind of want to tackle today. We mentioned it in one video, but the radio doesn't work. Can't get any sound out of it. In fact, can we even turn it on? I think I have had it on. Maybe not. But I think I've got a solution for that. So I'm going to go and park this up, unhitch the trailer, and we'll have a crack at trying to get the radio working. All right, trailer's unhitched. Let's try and get this in some shade and see if we can get some music coming out of these speakers. I guess we could probably take the brake controller off if we're not using it, can't we? What's it going to do when there's no trailer connected? Come on. It's going to tell me there's no trailer connected. Well, that's good of it. All right. Going to have a crack at sorting this out. This is actually quite a steep hill. Let's back up it. I want to try hill descent control because I legit never took my old X5 off-road, and now that we have this off-road property, we can actually see what it does. So, hill descent control on, drive. Now, to my understanding, you just let go of the brake and hope for the best. So that's what we'll do. Oh, it's braking. Can you hear it? It's going slowly. Huh. That's what it does. Okay, it just brakes. It brakes for you. See if it'll let me accelerate. Yeah, lets me accelerate. We're good. 335. It's ready for Euro Day. I'm ready for Euro Day. This is ready to tow us back from Euro Day when we break down. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, I'm going to back it into the shed because everything we need to do is in the boot. Before I go inside where we don't have air conditioning, but what we've got with this stereo, the screen is knackered and we're going to replace it with an Android, but this vehicle is actually equipped with the DSP. Sat-nav's actually on. It's amazing. However, you can see here, DSP is not coming up. So, long story short, we worked out that the radio module, the actual, it's almost like the triple C of the E53 generation, it's actually in the boot. And I did pull that out the other day and it was corroded. So at some point this has had water go in the boot and it's damaged the BMW53 module. And that's what we've managed to replace. So I'll get the boot opened up and I'll show you what's going on. But yeah, hopefully once we got it in there, we should actually see another menu here called DSP. Maybe we might have to do some coding, but we should at least get some audio. All right, let's do that. Oh, so I'll just show you what we got here. The radio module actually lives right down there, underneath the air conditioning, underneath the airbag compressor. Right down on the bottom of the floor, and at some point it just got some water in there. Luckily that's the only module that seems to have been affected. Hopefully the others are fine. I think it's just, I have no idea what the other modules are. In fact, one of them is a trailer module. Anyway, so this is the one that was in the vehicle, and I have tried to clean it up a lot. Hopefully the GoPro's picking it up, but yeah, there's a capacitor that's missing its top, and yeah, it was just, this whole thing was just full rusty water down here. And I'm guessing there's a lot of points shorting out. No bueno. Luckily, because David has a collection of E39s, one of his other cars has this BMW module, which is the same as this one. This one wasn't from a vehicle with DSP, but let's fit it up and see if we get any audio. I'll be pretty stoked if we do. I am still expecting to have to code this BMW to suit DSP, but we'll cross that path when we get there. Thread it down first. Okay, it's sort of in place. It's not done up yet, but it'll do for the tests. Okay, that is connected. Let's go up the front and see if we have anything changed. So I had previously checked if... No audio. No bongs anyway. I had previously checked that no fuses were gone, but let's just see if we have any other options. No. She's not working yet. Damn it, that would have been nice. No DSP. So I think that's what that's going to be, is due to a coding issue. That radio module is not coded for DSP. So I guess I need to go and see Mark again, my friendly BMW coder. So one thing I did just realise, we now actually have, that's the radio. And I can go through different radio stations where we couldn't do that before. And I can also, if I go mode, I can access the CD player, the tape player. So yeah, okay, we can actually see that module in the boot. It's just the DSP amp isn't turning on, which from what I've read, I think it's just going to be a coding thing. So hopefully you'll see me in a couple of hours when we're at Mark's house. Moves. This thing's not slow.
Yep. Process easy. I'm going to code the rad. Let me just make sure the man file has been emptied. Yeah, man file is 0. SG code in for rad. Execute job. Coding has finished.
Kill it. It's restarting. No audio though.
Let's see if we've got DSP option.
No.
Can you...
So you reckon she's cooked?
Yep.
What do we do?
Take it out and open it up.
I just wanted audio.
You ain't got none. You could rewire it and bypass the DSP, but if you want to see what the DSP sounds like, it's less effort to pull it out and open it up just to see if, like, just for a poke around than it would be to rewire it and bypass the DSP. Because to bypass it, there's a lot of cables to go through. And you'll probably lose subs, won't you?
Yeah, I'll have to put
and you'll have to get, because you'll need crossovers for the tweeters, though.
Yeah. Alright. Job for tomorrow. Well guys, it's just ticked over 11:30. It didn't really go to plan. I was hoping that coding the BMW E53 module to the DSP was going to be the problem, but it turns out the DSP actually is on the iBus and it should have just registered anyway. So it looks like we've got a faulty DSP. Now I know I can completely bypass the DSP and wire in an aftermarket amplifier, which is probably quite plausible, but I really want to see what these sounded like. I've never heard a true DSP car. I know people say they're crap, but I just want to hear it. So I might pull it apart tomorrow and we'll see if we can fix it. So yeah, it wasn't a successful vlog. It was another one that's going to end with some problems, but we have fixed the trailer issues. All the brakes work properly. No bulb errors anymore. So it's getting there. And I put about 100 kilometers on this afternoon between Mark's house and cruising around, and it's really driving really well. Hopefully got some clips of what it sounds like. It's I think it's one of those things that actually sounds better inside the car than it does outside the car. I did that little squirt through the tunnel and yeah, she's pretty dead. So we need to get it sounding a bit better. But all in all, as a daily, it's not too bad. Fuel consumption is a bit of a killer. I was giving it a bit of a squirt here and there, but I think checking it on the highway when I was coming back, I've averaged about 14 litres per 100. So who knows? Maybe not the best daily, but hey, I love it. All right, tomorrow we're going to find out if Dave's going to Euro Day. We've got the results back from Castrol on the M5 fuel oil analysis, and we're also going to drop this oil down again and just see what it's like, and we'll make the decision tomorrow and we'll let you guys know if he's going to be able to have a bit of a thrash on the track for Euro Day. That's it, another bit of a vlog. Thank you very much for watching, appreciate all the comments, and we'll catch you tomorrow.